Hey everyone, Randy coming at you with FPV Trends, and today we're going to talk about the Avata. I'm going to show you some flight footage, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion about it. I just got it today, and boy was they a bunch of stuff that we had to go through to get this thing going. I think they could have made it a little bit easier, but we'll talk about that in just a second. So, finally got my Avata today, and I got to tell you, this is a great little drone. I really like this drone. I did weigh it. It comes in at about 216 grams without the battery in it. It comes in about 419 or 18 grams with the battery in it. So it's over the 250 grams needed to not have to register it with the FAA here in the United States. So you will have to register it, but that's an easy, free process. But I got to tell you, this is a great little drone. I really like it, but there are a few things that I do not like about it. One of the things is where they put the USB and SD card slot. Let me tell you, this is the hardest thing to get, and I'm going to have to put a flashlight because I can't. It's not showing up very well here. But as you can see there, my goodness, I'm bad at camera work. It's up inside the fan duct, up inside the prop duct here, and that's the craziest place they could have ever put it. And let me tell you, trying to get a cable in here is just, well, I'll just show you. When you're trying to put a cable in here, and believe me, I'm not over exaggerating this, this is one of the most difficult things that you'll do. Now you have to do that if you want to get the images or videos off of the internal hard drive, but you can also do it to get them off the SD card. Now I can tell you, putting that SD card in there was a pain in the derriere. So I will not be taking that SD card back out. From now on, I'll be plugging in the USB port cable. Now getting it back out without breaking your props is another story. They could have done better with that. Come on, DJI, you could have done better than that. But anyway, and you got to make sure that this thing snaps back down. I'll see if I can get you to hear that little snap. If you don't get it snapped back down and you run this, well, you got a dead drone at that point, because this thing will be sticking out and it will kill you, that prop, and then you're going to have to use one of the two props that they actually send you with the drone. But yeah, they only send you two props. So that being said, I really do like the drone though. It really is a good drone. It flies really, really well. The controller, I don't have the other controller because it's not in stock. I love this controller. Now, I'm not an avid FPV pilot. I'm still learning freestyle, I should say. I'm flown FPV, but I'm still learning freestyle. So this is absolutely fantastic for me. Of course, I'm 50 years old. I do love low and slow things like this. But my son hates it. He's an avid freestyler. Does very well at it, and he absolutely hates this remote, so he can't wait till we get the other remote so he can fly it in manual mode, okay? Because with this remote, all you can do is fly it in normal or sport mode. That's the only two places you can fly it. I do not like the fact that you can't put the drone in reverse, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. I really like the remote, though. The goggles, I love, love, love the goggles. These goggles are probably, I mean, this is incredible. There's only a few flaws in it. Number one is the fogging. It doesn't have a fan like you see in Fat Shark, where they've got the fan up here. My son's got Fat Shark goggles, and they have a fan up here that keeps them from fogging up. But they basically only fog up if you put them on top of your head. So when you're raising them up and you put them on top of your head, then when you pull them back down, they have a little bit of moisture on the lenses. So from what I'm going to do is, when I'm ready to do something, I'm just going to pull them down to around my neck, and then I'll pull them back up to my eyes. The other thing that's bad about them is the optics inside. I think it's too far apart. I hope DJI will consider coming out with a firmware update that will allow you to switch into like a 4x3 mode screen, and it'll make the optics a little bit better, I believe. And then again, it may not. But what I mean by that is when you get everything out in front of you crystal clear, all the lettering at the bottom that shows you your megabits per second, your battery power, your distance away, your flight speed, everything is all kind of a blurry. It's a little blurry. If you put them in focus, then everything else is out of focus. So it kind of messes it up, but You know, that's not a killer. It's just something I wish they would actually do to kind of help it out. But I really like these goggles, and my son loves them because we fly. Always been flying analog, and boy, there's just a big difference between this and analog. Now, on to another bad thing. Um, the batteries charge very slow if you don't have a fast charger. Okay, I did talk with DJI, and basically it says that they will allow. They don't allow. I shouldn't say that. Basically, it says that you can charge the goggles battery and the batteries for the drone with up to 65 watts. That is pretty good. Now, they did say the motion controllers, you can see there, it has to be charged. He put 5 volts, but I think what he meant was 5 watts. So you have to charge it with 5 watts or less for the remote. But the goggle batteries and the drone batteries can be charged up to a max of 65 watts. So what I'm doing, because let me tell you something, it took 3 hours to charge the batteries. 3 hours it took. Actually, a little over 3 hours to charge the batteries. That is ridiculous. And that's just one of the drone batteries. The other 2 drone batteries I didn't even charge that time. That was 1 drone battery, 1 goggles battery, and the remote. The remote actually charged in like 35 minutes, maybe 40 minutes. The remote was completely charged. But the goggles battery and the drone battery took a little over 3 hours to charge. So here's what I'm going to do. I went on Amazon and I ordered me a quick charger, and I'll put a link to it down in the description so you can go check it out. It wasn't that expensive, and then I ordered me some USB-C to USB-C cables, and when that gets here, then I'm going to charge everything off of that. I got the 20 watt one. Even though he says you can go up to 65 watts, I got the 20 watt one. I'm going to test that out, and I'll let you know in a future video how that's working out. If it's still slow, then I may go ahead and order me a 65 watt one. But I'll put a link down in the description below and let you check out the charger station and the cables that I am going to be getting. So with that being said, I want to go into some of the flights. These are short flights. I'm going to kind of mix them up a little bit and just chop them up a little bit. So they're going to be kind of short, but it will give you some idea of how it flew for us and what we were able to do with it and things. And at one point, Josh goes up to one of the trees just to show you the clarity of the trees. It's absolutely incredible. It's just crazy how it is, what it looks like. I just don't have words for it. It's just crazy what it looks like. So anyway, we'll go ahead and go with that. I want to show you one thing here real quick. I want to show you this shirt here. It says Burger Whoop. It's got burgers for the propellers, and it's got a drone in the center there with a camera on top of it. If you want a shirt like this or any other shirts, we have an FPV merch store. It's called fpvmerch.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. It is mine and Josh's site. It is our store, and if you want to help support us, you can do that. You can also like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We would really appreciate that because we're going to be bringing out all kinds of new videos, FPV style, from his drones, from the Avata, from everything else, and tips and tricks and things you can do, and all that good stuff. So please, if you wouldn't mind, give us a thumbs up and give us a like, and that is a like, and subscribe to our channel, and then watch our future videos. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go into some of the clips of us flying, and we appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. Have a good one.